The fur baby's box came in. The fur baby's bark box came in. So let's go inside and see how much they bark over their bark box. This will be fun. Daisy loves it. Yeah? Okay. Go get it. Get it, Daisy. Good girl. Want this? Go get it. Good girl. Come on, Dodo, go get it. She's got both the toys. All right, let's see how much they like these bits. Hey. Sit. Hey. Sit. So they seem to like him. You like it, Bits? Is it good? Oh, she likes it. So let's give these a try and see how they like them. Daisy, Dodo, and the Bits. She gobbled hers up. Dodo ate it. Bits is kind of unsure of it. She doesn't know if she likes it. Hey everyone, welcome to the very first episode of the Itsy Bitsy Pet Show! Yay! Thank you so much for joining us. Everyone on Facebook Live, we appreciate you so much being here. And my co-host Jody T.
Hi.
That's right. And we're pet lovers. We love our fur babies, and we wanted to create a show to just tell you guys all of what's going on in Las Vegas with the pet community. We have so many shout outs we want to give out, and we have so many guests that we want to interview. And again, this show is live every third Friday of the month at 4 p.m. And Jody, you're a big pet lover.
I am.
And she's from South Dakota. She wrote a little story about how her family always would take in stray pets.
Yes. My mom did, starting when I was, probably when I was a baby. She would bring in all these stray animals, big dogs. And the funny thing is some of them would actually bite, like my grandma that would come to my house.
Oh.
But me and my brother, we could pull on his tail and pull on his ears. She would put us on the dog and we would ride the dog around the house. But anybody else that would come to the house, it would bite. So
wow.
we
It was
actually
just
had,
that one dog?
It was that one dog. But
Oh, wow.
we had several stray animals. But as many of you know, I have 2 of my own and another one at home. And I'm always babysitting a lot of other friends' dogs as well. Mm-hmm. So I am definitely an animal lover.
Love it. And we're going to talk a lot about harnesses and collars and leashes with Robert from Red Rehabilitation and Exercise Training. We're going to talk about photography with your dogs in case you love to have pictures of your fur babies with Rick from Bark Gallery. And we're also going to have a adoption. We have a dog here who needs a home. In case any of you guys want to open up your heart and adopt a fur baby, we have Kim from Vegas Rescue Adoption Network. So yeah, we're going to be having
good show.
Yeah, and Gia Rose Massa, she's stuck in traffic. She's the director of Paws on the Patio. She's coming on soon, but I want to give some shout outs really quick. First is to Eileen from Desert Diva Dogs. She's coming on next month. Hi Eileen, and I'm so glad that she's part of the Itsy Bitsy Pet Show. And as well, we have Just Paws Design. Now, Yvonne, she is a jewelry designer. I met her on Instagram. And we met at Paws on the Patio.
Oh, very cool.
And this is a picture actually of one of the necklaces, a few of them that she makes by hand. And she sells them for only $20 off of Etsy. So she's coming on next month as a guest, as well as Eileen. And she's going to be showing her designs. She's going to be telling about her story, just how much she loves animals. And so any of you that love jewelry, you love to represent your dog and your animal, these are handmade designs. And even if maybe you lost a pet, you want to remember a dog that was, you know, a family member, and you have a tag or a specific charm that you want her to put on the necklace, she can do that for you as well. Yeah. Again, I also want to give a shout out to next in July, we have Nikki, who's the owner of Pup Scout Dog Training.
Okay.
And I got a puppy at home named Daisy. She has been rambunctious, and so Nikki came on and she has been training her. She taught her how to sit, how to stay, how to lay down, all sorts of stuff. We have it all on video, and she's going to be coming on in July, so I'm really excited. Also, her boyfriend Elmer is a musician, and I'm hoping that he's going to come on and perform on the show as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yeah, they're kind of like a duo pair where he films her with the clients, and then she kind of, you know, takes on the clients, and they both work together.
Very cool.
Yeah. And last but not least is to Bark Box. I just loved all the treats, giving them to my pups, having them try it, and they like them too. Yeah. So, again, we have so many people in the house. I'm going to go ahead and bring on our first guest. This is just going to be like a live show where I bring on the person. Now, Robert's going to have to share the seat with you guys. So,
Hey, scoot over.
all right, Robert, you want to come on in? Come on in.
Thank you.
So, everybody, I don't know if you have issues with walking your dogs. You know, like for me, I had a lot of issues walking my dogs as a pack, because whenever there were other dogs coming on the other side of the street, I would have to like freak out and go the other way or cross the street. And so I said, I really, really need a trainer who can help me with my wolf pack mentality. And it's true, because I mean, they were basically controlling me. They were controlling the walk, meaning like my dachshund would pee like 10 times during the walk. She would stop during some of the walks. And so now I am just free flowing. We are going. I am
Awesome.
relaxed. I have so much confidence, and it's because of Robert.
Thank you.
And that's all because of Red Rehabilitation and Exercise Training. Robert, you love your mom.
Yes,
the first
very much.
thing when I met you at Vicky's Diner, you told me about your mom raising you.
Correct.
And just like a puppy mentality, like the mom
Yes.
does to the puppy, that's kind of how you train your dogs, and you kind of tell people as well as your clients that mentality as well.
Correct, definitely. So, definitely what RED is about, it's rehabilitating exercise dogs. We definitely really give more of a dog psychology perspective of things.
Right?
This way you understand the mind, and you're able to understand why the body is doing what it's doing. So there's a lot of things that we got to carry ourselves like, so our dogs can understand us as human beings. So if we think like a parent, then they're going to feel like we're their parent.
Right.
And then they're going to follow us as kids, so to speak, or whatnot. You know?
Yes. And you said one good analogy was like, when you walk your dogs and when you are with your dogs, make sure that they don't treat you like your roommates.
Exactly.
And that was like, oh wow, my dogs actually look at me like, yeah, she's just a roommate. I'm just gonna, whatever.
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot about placement. So then that way the relationship is very nice when you're at home, you know. You establish your relationship through exercise, through walking, through guiding, and you use the love last. So then that way they could do a lot more for you in the home. Be more obedient.
So tell me about the red.
Red?
You love the color red.
It's I did my research on it, and then I don't know what's wrong with me in like acronyms and stuff, like, but red is just very passionate, you know, and I'm very passionate about what I do. And I'm here for people, I'm here for their dogs, and to really build a better relationship. you know, and so that way everybody's happy. So that's the main purpose of RED, is pretty much just coexistence in our human environment.
And thank you everyone who's watching live on Facebook. If you have any questions for Robert, feel free to ask him. We have Michael Novelli. What's up, Robert? See you Sunday.
Michael,
So
what's
we
up,
also
man?
have Matthew Friedman. Hey there, how you doing? So what question do you have for Robert?
What do you do for separation anxiety?
Ooh,
She left for the bathroom just a second
this
ago,
one-
and
this
then
one,
whine.
yeah.
Freaks out.
So what happens, just like the analogy with, you know, being a parent,
Yes.
you know, if my mother wanted me to act at my best at grandma's house, so they can have their coffee and
Yes.
bread and have a nice chit chat,
Right.
you know, my mother would take me to the park, get me tired, and then go. So it would be the same thing for this. My best advice always is exercise.
Okay.
If you exercise them prior to
Right.
leaving or attending somewhere with them, their anxiety levels are going to be dropped.
Okay.
So exercise is the key.
Okay, so
Okay, you hear that?
You hear that, right? You guys gotta get ready. You know?
So one of the things when you think about exercising is you're like, I can walk my dog. You just put him on a leash and you take him on a walk. But I'll tell you what, there's so many things that I'm going to go into detail. Okay, first off, this was with the puppy. I thought the puppy will just run and get her exercise and she'll run and run. This is not a good leash to have
No.
for several reasons. One, it can wrap around your finger and literally cut off the circulation. I saw it get tied up, like if she ran under a car, then I'd have to kind of take the the leash and unhinge it wherever it was getting, whether it was a bush or whatever. But Robert said just a plain old
Leash?
nylon leash.
Nylon leash.
Nylon, ordinary. But the first thing I learned was harnesses are not good. Now you think to yourself, but my baby, I don't want to choke him.
Yeah,
A harness
yeah.
will just, it's good on the body, it protects them. I have a dachshund, and I also have a min pin. And I both had them on harnesses, and I found that I could not have control because I wasn't able to control the neck where I wanted to turn, the direction of where I wanted them to go. So for instance, if there was a pack of dogs at a neighbor's house that we'd walk by, and every morning they would go, yeah, 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 yeah. If I can't turn their head the other way, they're going to be looking at the dogs the whole entire time.
Correct.
So one of the things that Robert told me several times...
Not to be a bug.
No, it's okay. I just had to go on Amazon and get a
martingale collar.
martingale collar. So if you look at this, and thank you for the likes and the thumbs up, everybody.
Thank you.
This basically is safe. It's a very safe collar, but you go ahead and go into detail about the different leashes and harnesses. And
the reason why I like the martingale collars because it implements mouth of mother. They get to tell themselves when they overly pull too much, they're going to tell themselves, I have to slow down. So we don't have to use shock collars or vibrating, pulsating collars or
what if they
any
have
type
a
of
huge
treats.
dog? Like my trainer's watching. Hi, Michael. And he's
Hey.
got a Cane Corso.
Cane Corso,
That's
yes.
like, the puppy is 9 months
Yes,
old at
but he's
130 pounds. So would
Ni-
something like that work?
Nylon, well, not this small on a cane Corso.
Obviously,
But no, definitely martingale collar. Find the correct size above your dog's neck or whatnot. But yeah, nylon martingale collar. You don't need spikes. You don't need chains. You don't need any of those things. You just need positive energy and exercise and me.
You have you have a
exactly.
pack at home of about how many dogs?
I have 5 dogs of my own. Well, 4 originally, and one became a foster fail.
Of course.
I
I mean, you cannot resist another.
You can't, right?
Exactly.
That's what happened.
But what I was saying is you walk them, just your hands are relaxed.
Relaxed,
They're
body
all
language.
walking. None of them are tugging. They're all
Correct.
side by side. And so what you did was, for me, my dogs have a lot of, I don't want to say social anxiety, but they bark. They're very hyper.
They like to make their presence known.
Yes, and so I wanted to make sure that I worked with Robert, and he brought his pack of dogs, and we all walked together, so that way they get out all their yap, 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 but at the same time, I'm able to correct them, and we're able to initiate.
Coexist, socialize them
so
properly.
It was kind of funny how when you brought your babies in, I kind of turned Bitsy around and let him sniff their butt.
Yes,
proper
she did.
intro.
And
Yeah,
that's exactly what Robert taught me, was like, this is how you properly introduce dogs so that they respect one another.
Yeah.
so that way they can kind of all coexist.
Correct.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely when we set the tempo as human beings, we're going to get the result that we actually want. If we don't set the tempo, we're not going to get what we want.
Right.
And which is really hard because, you know, dogs come with a lot of personality, a lot of attitude, and, you know, and depending on their background, their story, you know, it's going to depend on how much they're going to be easygoing or they're going to have a tough wall,
Right.
you know, to break down.
Right.
But definitely rehabilitation is for everybody and every dog.
And I'm telling you, it really taught me confidence. It taught me how to take leadership and to act upon it and to move forward and to not kind of take any BS from my dogs. Because I
But
do
in a very
lot.
positive
In a very
manner.
positive, yes. Yes.
No, very positive. Yeah. She knows. You know, when we went walking, we didn't yell. I
No,
never raised my
no.
voice at the dogs.
I loved how you said good morning to everybody.
Right. I love it. I
You
love
made
the
your presence known.
Got to exactly.
I loved
Have
that.
have to.
You're starting a new business that I actually want to kind of like help you venture into.
Yes, I am.
Tell
Yes.
us about that.
So what I'm just coming out with, I just trademarked it and copyright the logo and the name, but it's called Turd It Away. It's a biodegradable pooper scooper service, and I haul it
Yeah.
away. The little line is, "Don't just throw it away, turd it away."
Love
so
I can't wait till like you start marketing that.
yeah,
with,
no,
like,
definitely. It's in the works. It's going good. So, you know, I just pretty much want to conquer every aspect where, you know, humans need my assistance from
Yes.
Yep.
everything from training to, you know, the pooper scooping and stuff like that. And then in the future, we got bigger projects to come.
I love it. And you're a religious family man.
Definitely. Got to
That's
family.
even better.
And you got to believe, got to have faith. You have to have faith in what you're doing.
You're the best, Robert.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for
Thank
working
you.
with
Thank
me.
you, ladies. Thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
having me. Thank
Let me
you.
walk you out real
Thank
quick.
you.
And so as you guys
Nice seeing you
see-
guys.
After you, can you get Rick to come back on? Yeah, well, we're gonna take a break. Stay a second, I'll get you a drink. Oh, come on in, Rick. All right, so we're moving on to our next guest. So for all of you dog lovers out there, this is definitely a magazine you want to pick up. It's Pet Scene Magazine. And why I recommend this magazine is it tells you all sorts of great things. Like, for instance, they have a wet pet photo contest where you can actually enter in, get your dog into the magazine. Plus, as well, they have where you can actually just send a picture of your loved ones. It's right there, Rick, if you can hand me that. Thank you.
There you go.
Show off your pet. Email info@lvpetscene.com and get your pet in the magazine. It's as easy as that. Not only that, but this guy right here, I'm not sure what page you're on, Rick. Wait, why don't you,
That's a good question.
I know, I was
it
like-
changes all the time.
I have to put your shirt on. Well, here, I'll just put your hat on here. So
Are you gonna change
anyways,
clothes on TV?
no, I'm not going to change clothes. But I do want to give a big shout out. First off, can you show that picture of the dog from Barkingham Designs? So this is a lady from IG. Nope. And it's in the queen costume. Okay, so anyways, we're gonna get to Rick, and he is from Bark Designs. He is a
Bark
photographer.
Gallery.
Bark Gallery, excuse me. Bark Gallery Pet Portraits. It's in Pet Scene Magazine, and I met him on IG, and we actually worked together where he took pictures of my babies, and we had so much fun.
We had a blast.
Not only that, but the one thing I want to mention is Rick has a heart of gold when it comes to rescuing pets. He told me some of the stories where he had traveled around the country. He's actually worked with several rescue organizations. That's something down the road that you actually want to have as a business,
Yep.
where you have your pet portrait gallery with Bark Gallery, but then you also have kind of a boutique.
like a rescue adoption boutique center.
I love that.
Yep.
So tell us some of the organizations that you've worked with.
I do a lot of work with Wagging Tails. Animal Foundation is another one that I've done. I helped there out with their Best in Show this year and did their commercial studio portraits.
Who is the Something in Maggie Rescue that you worked with?
Marley's Mutts.
Marley's Mutts.
Yep, I met up with them about 2 weeks ago now. They had a terrible hoarding case in Central Valley in California, and it's just a bad spot for dogs to kind of end up. So I drove out there and met up with them and kind of took a few photographs and then got some dogs out of the shelter. We actually cleared the entire shelter in that,
I love
area.
that.
So us and a few other groups.
So you've been here 13 years.
Yep.
What made you start wanting to be a pet photographer?
Well, I started out in the landscape photography realm.
Okay.
So I was taking pictures of mountains and red rock and
Uh-huh.
things like that with no pets in it. And
Uh-huh.
then I started doing pictures with like hummingbirds and wild animals.
Let's show some of Rick's pictures if you don't mind. We're going to show you some of the work that he did when he worked with my fur babies. So go ahead and tell your story.
And then somebody called me up one time and said, "Hey, you know, we see these wildlife images. Can you photograph our dog?" And I've always loved dogs, and so I started slowly transitioning there and photographing dogs more and more and more. And then that's pretty much what I've been doing for the last 8 to 10 years now.
I love that. And so you know pretty much everyone under the sun when it comes to organizations, charities, obviously Pet Scene magazine, but your heart is really into rescuing.
Yeah, I think it's a great way to find a great pet for your house and for your home. And it's actually, I spent the first 2 or 3 years just photographing rescue dogs. I would go to adoption events on Saturdays, take them to the side, kind of try different things. And you know, rescue dogs have been through a lot most of the time, so they have a different background, so it's a little easier to work with them and get them to kind of to learn your chops of pet photography is basically what I used it for.
So Bark
Get their
Gallery,
attention.
I like the name. And he designed the logo himself. You've had several different businesses,
Yep,
but being a pet photographer is definitely your passion.
that's my passion.
Yeah. And hey, Animal Foundation is having free adoptions all this weekend. It's National Adoption Rescue Week.
Yeah, I think PetSmart Charities is doing it too. So, but Animal Foundation's definitely there. I was actually there this morning, and there was a line of people looking for dogs. And
Yes.
So it's a good thing. So
That's awesome. There's nothing better than actually rescuing and adopting an animal. I do have to say they're like a little more grateful.
Yes.
Not saying you guys aren't spoiled or anything, but you know, I've had the puppies and then I've rescued, and it's definitely a little bit of a difference, but at the same time, each dog has their own personality, which is the coolest thing ever.
Yep.
And so I definitely wish you the best with the boutique rescue organization that you want to have down the road.
Yep.
If anyone is interested working with Rick, I definitely recommend working with him. I loved it. He came over, he had all of his equipment. In less than an hour and a half, he shot all the 3 dogs, and you got all of them on a box to sit at the same time, which was unheard of. I couldn't believe it. I said, how do you do that? I can't do that.
The most common question I get is, there's a video that I did a few years ago, and it had 7 husky puppies, and they all fell asleep, and then they all woke up, and I got a shot of all of them
God.
Oh,
together.
that is
Awesome.
so
So
cute.
that's always the question.
Do we have a video of one of Rick and Bark Gallery? Okay, we're going to show a quick video, and when we get back, we're going to bring on more amazing pet people. Thank you so much for watching the Itsy Bitsy Pet Show, everyone from Facebook Live. So don't go anywhere, watch this video, and we'll be right back. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Itsy Bitsy Pet Show. Thank you so much for joining us. The show is live every Friday, every third Friday of the month, 4 to 5 p.m. Hope you have been enjoying all the great guests we've been having today. Rick and Robert, and now we have Gia. And when you come to Vegas, it's all about networking. It's all social networking, but when you bring your pets in, that's the best part. See, everyone's like, yay, look at all the hearts and likes.
Exactly.
Woo. Hey babe, how you doing? So Paws on the Patio is it is my favorite pet social networking event to go to. And so Gia has actually come on the network a couple times, and I'm so glad that she's going to be coming on every month to tell you guys about Paws on the Patio and what's been going on. Because let me tell you, the last one she had at Tivoli Village was like insanely cool, awesome sauce. I loved it.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you did such a good job.
Yeah, it was so much
Yeah,
fun.
good job. Round of
Loved
applause.
it.
I even saw you on Fox News.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, it was Channel 13.
Oh, was
but
it?
Angela with Liberty Mutual, she's one of our sponsors. She went on Fox 5, and, you know, we were there too. So that was pretty fun. I was super nervous. I've never done something like that before.
You looked
so
great.
I was like shaking, you know, a little bit.
No, you did fine. Now, with your Paws on the Patio, tell us a little bit about how you started it all.
Well, I did restaurant marketing. So I was like, hey, you know what? While everybody's inside watching football or whatever it may be, why don't we do something with the patio? And I love pets. Let's, you know, do things like that. And we did it, and people loved it, and it was fun, and we just
I love
continue to
it.
do it, and we'll never stop.
Yeah.
Because everyone can bring their dogs any size, and the best part about it is you have a lot of charity organizations,
Yeah.
rescue organizations. God, you had probably 30 plus different booths. Everything
yeah, I think we had
from
60 plus or about.
it was a lot.
Yeah, we had a lot of
pet
vendors.
treats to artists to dog clothing designers to everything you could ever imagine. But it was really unique how it was all intertwined with the farmers market.
Yes.
I love that because you could kind of buy your vegetables and your fruit, and then at the same time you can kind of get the treats and hang out with the dogs. And oh my God, there was this big rescue organization you had there, and they had so many dogs that I was like, oh, don't look, just keep walking, just keep
I was on
walking.
my way home rescue.
thing I
Yes, they
wasn't
had their adoptables there.
Oh,
Super cute.
so cute. So tell us about next month.
Well,
Or
next-
your next event when you're going to have it.
Yeah, so we are doing another Paws Festival. It will be in downtown Summerlin, September 15th. That is on a Saturday, and they actually have a farmer's market going on that time too.
Oh, cool.
So,
Awesome.
you know, you should definitely come if you want to get vegetables still.
Yeah, do your
But, you know,
shopping.
yeah, so we're really excited about that. We're actually we're just starting to plan it now, but we already have a lot going on. We're super excited. So I can't wait. We'll be doing a few Paws on the Patio events upcoming too.
Cool.
You know, because we got to keep it going and have fun.
Yeah.
Love that. You know what's funny too about farmers market is I've been really geeking out on the raw dog food.
Yes.
You know, like because I'm meal prepping and everything. I know. So I was like, well, maybe I could meal prep for the dogs at the same time. You know, it's not that hard. You know, but a lot of people are really going to the next level and they're making their own dog food. A lot of people just kind of cut out a little couple of ingredients and they can make dog treats. I mean, there's. If you guys can hear, I'm not farting. It's Bitsy. She's the one who's snorting. But yeah, I think a lot of people are just kind of thinking outside of the box and creating their own businesses, and they're venturing and really kind of taking the dive into making their entrepreneurial spirit when it comes to loving their fur babies.
Well, speaking of that, you at Tivoli Village, actually, there was Cork and Thorn, which I'd never been to until Tivoli Village.
Yes.
And you can bring your dogs inside there. So I thought that was really
that is
cool.
cool.
Speaking of a new, creative idea, they have their wine bar and everything. So it's you have to go. Have you
Hey,
been to
even
Cork and
better.
Thorn in Tivoli Village? You have to go there. No, I'm serious. I love the place.
I think it'd be kind of fun. You take
You
your
can bring your
dogs,
babies,
happy
yeah.
hour. You can kind of go hang
Like
out.
lazy dogs.
There's a couple places around town where you can actually bring your dogs inside, and I want to go there.
Lazy
and
dog. It's
Lazy
good.
Dogs
Yeah.
restaurant. Is
They
that a
have
coffee bar?
No, it's a restaurant.
Restaurant?
Yeah. Have you been there?
Yeah, I
Lazy
go there all
dog?
the time.
Yeah.
I was actually there yesterday.
Were you?
yeah,
Yes,
I took,
well,
they've been there.
Yeah.
That's cool. But thank you so much for stopping by. I want to
Yeah.
have you on every month. And for anybody out there, please follow Gia. Can you give out your IG and your Facebook accounts, if you don't mind?
Sure. My personal or the Paws in the Patio?
Both of them.
Paws in the Patio. If you want to look us up on Facebook, we're Paws in the Patio LV. The website is pawsinthepatio.com. My name is Gia Rose Massa. Search me, find me, and I can't wait to see you.
Awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
So Jody, we got to take the fur babies out. We got to go to Cork and
Yes.
Thorn, go to the next Paws on the Patio.
Absolutely.
I mean, I just love all this networking stuff. And now that you have events to go to, even better yet is grooming and going shopping and all that good stuff. I mean,
Absolutely.
do you have a dog stroller?
Me,
Yeah.
you know I do.
Okay, I was just
It's
making.
pink.
Okay, I was just
Chloe
making
loves
sure.
her doggy stroller. In fact, I was going to bring it today.
Were
but-
you? Well, you should. We could get a video of you kind of coming in the studio with your dog stroller and your big sunglasses.
That's right.
Do you have any fur babies?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I have cats.
Do you?
Too fat to bring in here for sure. They cover my whole chest.
I love cats too.
Me too.
So we're gonna actually bring on Kim from Vegas Animal Rescue. She's gonna bring a pit with
Okay.
her. So
Okay.
you're gonna take your babies
Yes.
out, and Gia, if you don't mind walking out with Jody.
Yeah,
let's do it.
And so if you guys hang on a second, we're gonna do this live little transition real quick.
This could be interesting.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be fun. It's all a live show.
Wait, you know what? I'm going to carry them.
Whoop. Got it? Okay. So for any of you out there who are interested in a dog that's actually up for adoption, I'm going to bring that to you right now. Come on in, Kim. So I don't know if we can lift her up, but
I might
Hi,
be able
babies.
to lift him up.
hi, babies. Hi. Hi. So Kim, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. This is Kim from Animal Rescue Network.
Animal Network Rescue.
Animal Network Rescue.
Yes.
Take a seat, or you can stand if you like. I'm
Let's
actually
see
gonna
here.
switch sides with you. Real
Okay.
quick. Hi, Major. So who's this? This is
This
Major.
is Major.
And how old is Major?
Major, you guys, is a 5-year-old pointer pit mix.
He is so cute.
Come here, Major. Can you lift? Come here.
Hi,
There.
babies.
He came to us from a local shelter. He was a long timer.
Uh-huh.
So we took him from there, and
Sweet.
he is currently in training right now with the Podtastic Friends program.
Okay.
And he goes to swim class with Kathy Carr on Mondays.
Yay.
And he's been loving that. So yeah, we're just trying to find him that perfect forever home.
That's cool. So I met Kim on IG, and tell everybody a little bit how you started working with Vegas Animal Rescue.
So I've been in Vegas now for about 10 years. I have always worked with various shelters, and I started
Well, it's Animal Network Rescue,
Yes.
not Vegas.
Animal Network Rescue.
Yes.
I had pulled a dog from the online transfer list, and I was not a rescue, and I reached out to some rescues trying to help me rehome it.
Uh-huh.
And that's how I found Animal Network Rescue. And it was just such a good fit with Animal Network, and I've been with them now for about going on 4 years.
That's cool. How
Yeah.
does it make you feel to find a good home for a dog that's been deserving it? And
I get asked a lot. People ask me all the time, oh, how do you let them go? And I tell people it's actually easy. The way I look at it as there's so many dogs in the Vegas Valley that need help, that when one can find a really good family and find a good forever home, it's easier to let them go, knowing there's like 1,000 dogs behind that one that need your help.
right.
So that's how I look at it.
So if anyone is interested, it's actually National Adoption Week. This whole weekend. So this is no better yet. This opportunity right here is, if anyone is interested, what do they do to get a hold of you so they can see Major and hang out with him and spend some time with
Yes,
him?
absolutely. So we do adoption events every Sunday from 12 to 3 at the Petco on Warm Springs in Durango.
Okay.
So you can always come and check out our dogs there. You can email us or find us on Facebook or Instagram and let us know if you're interested in a certain dog. That way we can make sure that a volunteer has brought him there, so you can set up a meet and greet. If you are interested, we also have a trainer that will do dog intros at the Smarty Paws where she works.
Awesome,
through
and it's every
Podtastic.
Sunday.
Every Sunday from 12 to 3. you can come and check out Major. He's there with me every Sunday.
That's very cool. So how many dogs do you have that's up for adoption?
Right now, we have probably about 45 to 60, and some cats as well.
Wow.
So we've got about 5 to 6 cats. I work personally mostly with the large dogs, but we did just pull a bunch of little dogs from the Animal Foundation. And little dogs do seem to go quicker, so I like to focus in on the big ones.
Yeah. And so you work with a lot of them. You take them in and train them, spend time with them.
Yep, absolutely.
That's great.
We try and get them out of boarding as much as possible to
Right.
get them trained. It really helps us find out more about each dog, so it helps us in placing the dog into the home to find a proper fit.
I love that.
Yeah, we like to match them up with a great family.
Yeah. And so what are the odds of maybe someone bringing him back? I mean, is there like a percentage that sometimes it doesn't work out all the time, or?
So, yep, sometimes it just isn't a good fit. Come here, Major. Boop, boop. Come here. Major. Come.
He's like, I want to hang out with Bitsy.
You want to hang out. So sometimes it isn't a good fit. If, I always tell people to give it 2 weeks when you adopt any big dog, little dog, whatever, just to ensure, like, Major doesn't know your work schedule. He doesn't know, just to allow him time. But our policy is no matter the time length, we will always take our dog back.
Cool.
Always. It doesn't matter if it's been 10 years, 5 years, 5 months, 5 days.
I love that.
We'll always take them back.
So give out the contacts.com if anyone wants to go to the website, get more information.
Yeah, so we have a website at animalnetwork-lv.com. We also have Animal Network Rescue on Instagram and Animal Network on Facebook. We do have an upcoming golf tournament we're doing.
Yes, let's show the flyer for that.
Yes, that's going to be Sunday, June 3rd. We are looking for golfers. So if you guys want to come out and participate, it's $125. It gets you a round of golf, a cart, a luncheon, all drinks on the course. So come on out and help support the dogs that way if you can.
Yeah, I love golfing. I mean, better yet, let's go out and have a good time and work towards saving some pups.
Absolutely. We try and make it fun.
Yeah. So cool. So Major, what do you think, huh? Do you think we're gonna find you a home? I think so. I mean, you're pretty sweet.
He's
He'd
just,
make
he's
the
just a
best
big
lap-
love bug.
Oh, he'd make the best lap dog ever. You want to snuggle with someone on the couch? That's Major right here.
Yes, it
Cool.
is.
So Kim, I'm hoping that maybe you'll come by every month. You can bring a dog up for
Absolutely.
adoption. We can present you guys with someone that maybe you can accept into your home, a new family member, a new fur baby, and it's all thanks to the Animal Rescue Network. So,
Animal Network Rescue.
okay, I'm just going to mess the name up all day. I think I've had it confusing. Yeah, I mean, you interview 5 people, it kind of
I
gets
know.
confusing after a while.
That's all right.
But all right, Major. Well, we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and you guys stay right here. You're watching the Itsy Bitsy Pet Show.
Thank you.